Hey everybody, welcome back again. It's Valerius, and I wanted to go ahead and touch base on the battle HUDs. If you don't know, then I'll tell you now. Battle HUDs is the cream of the crop. Battle HUDs and weapons, and the things that you can craft is the cream of the crop of this game. So, you start off with a regular level 0 battle HUD and a level 0 fist, which is your free weapon. In order to start doing damage and doing cool effects, cool abilities, fatalities, like that's where all the HUDs, the battle HUDs come in. So I've gotten 5 battle HUDs made so far, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the first one, which will be the Knight. The Knight is a pretty OP class, I'll go ahead and tell you that. It costs you 3,500 konk coins to get it. And you have to be level 1 experience, which everybody starts at level 1, so everybody's able to buy this when they save up enough konk coins to get it from the trader. Now, I'm not going to buy it because I already got a copy, but we'll go ahead and do a demonstration of how you would get this Knight HUD if you had the konk coins available. Well, first off, let me get my HUD and stuff on over here. Okay, so we can look at my balance, which I'm broke right now. But right here is your XP and your balance. You got 300. I got 365 konk coins, which that's not very good. But now if we had 3,500, this is probably the best HUD available right now as far as if you want to do a tankish class or somebody class that can take a lot of damage and also dish out a good amount of damage. A Knight class is a good class to go with. Okay, so you just walk up to this trader sign and this lady will pop up out here. Now I got it in a kind of a bad spot, but we'll go ahead and touch it there, and a lot of this stuff is going to be empty. So because we're steady adding stuff right now, we got weapons and HUDs. So let's go to HUDs, and you'll see we have our HUDs out here. This is a thief, that's a knight, that's an acrobat, that's a courtesan, and that's an archer. Now, if you have any questions or you want to see the stats of these classes, you just hit that red question mark and it'll send you a help file. So if I were to have my 3,500 konk coins, then I could just touch this Knight class right here. But you can see it says, sorry you do not have enough konk coins. But if I did have enough, I would get it instantly. It'd be added to my plus. So we're going to go ahead and get away from here. After you step away from her, like a few meters out, all that'll disappear. So whenever you just walk away from the trader, that way it disappears on its own. So we're gonna go ahead and do now there's gonna be no competition with me playing this Knight class against this level 1 NPC. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and equip our Knight HUD, which should be in specials, it should be in HUDs. You'll see your little icons. Like always, you can click it once and it'll tell you Thief, Battle HUD, Acrobat. I got them all. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Knight. This is my Knight. I hold it down for 2 seconds, release it. It says yes, attach, attach, attach. Now, select your gender, and now you'll notice right off the bat, well, this Knight has 200 hit points and 175 stamina. That's goody goody, man, you know. So you can take a lot more damage. This is the highest hit point class right now. And of course, we're going to be coming out with new HUDs, new battle HUDs. We're going to have like slave masters and all sorts of HUD. But just to get the feel of it, here's what your basic HUD's going to look like. It's got your abilities up here, and as you increase in levels, these HUDs are liable to get bigger. But what we're going to do is just show off the Knight stuff. You got charge and strike, which you're not going to be able to see this because I got the window so small right now. But there's charge and strike, which is basically it charges, tries to attack the avatar, and then it detaches their weapon from them if it's a success. Now, talk about success. Every class starts with a 40% success chance. That means no matter what ability you try to do, no matter what class you are, you have a 40% success chance, and that's a pretty good success chance. Now, as you upgrade to like the Knight level 2 HUD, well, you're gonna have a higher percent chance, like a 45% chance on your ability, and then a 50%, then maybe a 60%. And at the end of the day, when you get to level 10, your knight could be at a 98% chance of successfully pulling off whatever ability he's got. Now, the abilities that they get, they all start with 4 to 5, and the archer has, I think, 6. So it's different for different HUDs, but like I said, now at level 3 you get a new ability, at level 6 you get a new ability, and at level 9 you get a new ability. So we're gonna just go ahead and demonstrate the knight here. I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna go ahead and just, what I'm gonna do is, if you watch the video about the fist, well, the fist don't do no damage at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna demonstrate what benefits this knight HUD has. So I'm gonna draw my fist, and I'm gonna run around out here and gather up about 2 or 3 NPCs, and we're gonna get at it, and I'm gonna show you the benefits of the HUDs. So looks like I'm running a little slow here. Did I not attach my fist? Alright, sorry for the interruption there. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and draw our fist out. Now, y'all have already seen in the video that the fists are not very strong at all. But you add them fists with this knight HUD, and I can take on at least 3 to 4 NPCs with no problem, and I'm going to show you. So, one reason is because the hit points are higher. You got 200 hit points versus 125, and then the other is these 2 abilities right here, aggressive stance and defensive stance. So aggressive stance is a 5-minute long ability along with defensive stance. Aggressive stance does damage to all nearby enemies, a small amount, but it does do damage to each one of them for 5 minutes. So anywhere you go, anywhere you're moving, you're doing damage to anybody around you. And then the defensive stance heals you, so it's basically a heal buff for 5 minutes. You add those 2 together, then you got some like the actual attacks. The charging strike does a fair amount of damage, and the bull rush does a fair amount, but these buffs right here is what's the key of the knight. So we'll go ahead and go in character, and I'm gonna go gather a few NPCs up over here. So we'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go ahead and hit my buffs here. My defensive stance, I'm putting on myself, and aggressive stance, putting on myself. These are 100%. There's no fail chance on these. Because they're buffs, and all the buffs will be like that. So we'll go and gather this one. He's be coming out at me sometime, wherever he's at. I know there's an NPC over there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So he's trying to do damage to me, but I'm not worried about him at all. Okay, I got my little buffs on. I got some more NPCs, gathering them up. So this is a tankish class, like what I said. You can gather up a good amount of NPCs and really grind them with a knight. But see how many we got coming along. Okay, there we go. We got what, 3? I see 3, 4. There's a level 2. I know there's a level 2 and a level 2 level 1. So let me get on out of here. I'm wasting time right here. Okay, so with the fist, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna get out into the open here so I can do some damage to them. Whoa, I don't know if I can take all these, but we'll see. Holy crap, there's no way. But anyway, we'll see how many we can take out actually. With these fists, I have a weapon, which is what by the time I get this knife, I should have a better weapon. Okay, they're hitting me pretty hard. I need to get on. I'll count them a little bit. There's only 3 on me, so I can probably do these now. Take a lot of damage. Alright. But, now I can do the retreat, which the retreat's a good ability. It makes me go faster. So, say I wanted to get rid of these guys. Well, I could hit retreat. You also see that my health is regenerating a lot faster. Reach in, and it does have a better regen rate, but it's the health stuff that I got going on. And I hadn't even used my other abilities yet, but say we now the retreat has a success chance. We're gonna see if we can do a retreat. I don't know if we can. You failed, so that was no good. I wasted my ability, and it's on a cooldown. But got a lot of NPCs over there. Now you can see how quickly with this knife, we're gonna get some experience points. Right? But you're gonna have to count them if you're getting this amount because there's a lot of NPCs. But just a minute, there's one dead. There's 100 experience points, 5 conk coins on that one. These guys need to get weak right now. There's another one dead. And this is a level 2 guy here. There's another one dead. So, that was 3 NPCs. Now, it took me a little bit to take them out, but you can see right here in my chat, let me sheath it, and you can see I took out, what, a total of, so I got 100 XP, 91 XP, 39 XP, and then I got 5, 10, 20, like 30 conk coins off of them. Which a lot of times you're going to get more conk coins than that. It just all is random. So you can get 100 conk coins at some time. Or you may get 40 conk coins, or you might get 10. So anyways, and then I can't really display the bull rush because there's no player here to do it on. But if I did do a bull rush, we'll just try to do it, which you can't do it on yourself. So it says no targets. Now we can do it on an NPC, but all it's going to do is it's not going to do anything. It don't affect the NPCs like that because they don't technically have a weapon like the players do. So they do have a weapon, but they're just doing weapon damage. Now, if I was to do charge and strike on another character, say somebody was here fighting me, I did charge and strike, I select them as the target. If I'm a success, then they're going to detach their weapon, and that's harsh in battle, especially if you're low on hit points. Because you have to go to your main HUD, master HUD, and re-equip your weapon while they're beating you down. So it's a pretty deadly little ability. And then the bull rush, it does the same thing except that it just sheaths your weapon. So they have to just draw their weapon back out. And it does, both of these do damage. So that's just a little display of the night HUD right there. And we'll catch up on some other HUDs later on. Thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all later.